Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18, verse 53. Bhagavan Krishna in the last verse said, calm and quiet place, light eating, eating only for the sustenance of the body, control of tongue, most important, both in eating and speaking, control of tongue, body, and manas, practice of meditation regularly, continuous practice, nityam. Bhagavan says nityam. One day you are sitting, then after 1 month you don't sit. Any habit, daily you get up. You don't get up for 20 days. Get up at 8 o'clock. 100% that habit will go. That is why Bhagavan says practice of meditation regularly. Nityam. Dispassion. These are all a must for attaining Param Brahma. This is what Bhagavan Krishna said in verse 52. Now verse 53. Ahankaram balam darbam kamam krodam parigraham vimuchya nirmama shantah brahma bhujaya kalpate. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, one should give up his ahankara. That is, I do mentality. All of us have this. If somebody says, no, I don't have, I doubt. But Swamiji says, if we think a little bit, we can understand that we cannot do anything. That is how the Bhagavan has created. You cannot do anything. The body, the mind, the strength, whatever is your mental capacity, there are and other host of factors, a number of factors are involved in any action. But whatever we do, who gave those things? It's by Bhagavan Krishna. Suppose Bhagavan has given you, I am saying this, suppose Bhagavan has given you Ashtavakra body. That is 8 types of the body is twisted. 8 types of twisting. Hands are not like twisted. Legs are twisted. Tongue is twisted. Mentally retarded. You are blind or deaf. Some disease. Some which gives you severe pain. Don't think nobody is there. Go to hospitals. You will find a number of people. What will you do? What can you do? So there is no point in getting ahankara. The ahankara is due to lack of viveka. I am not criticizing those people. Please understand. Bhagavan has given us good body, good mind, good thinking. There is no point at any point in time in life to get ahankara. The ahankara is due to lack of viveka, discrimination. It is an arrogance born out of total ignorance. Next, Bhagavan says balam, that is strength in terms of capacity, power, skills, etc. This is backed by kama and raga. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, these are not things that are to be given up, but it should be understood that they can give rise to pride or expectation of recognition. So, which Dayananda Saraswati says, these are all meant for sannyasi. A sannyasi acknowledges that he has some gifts, but he does not flaunt them or misuse them. The sense of success gives rise to an elation or harsha. Then when you look around for recognition, it is called darba. It is a child's mentality. The child seeks this kind of recognition. Later on, this develops into vanity. If this continues, it develops into inflated ego, and you become Hiranyakashipu. Whatever everything I did, you challenge even Bhagwan. A sannyasi is in no need of recognition. He finds his fulfillment in his own fullness. A sannyasi recognizes that everything is himself and every glory, everywhere, wherever he says glory, it is his. Looking at from another angle, he understands that any accomplishment is dependent upon a large number of factors, all of which are given. He understands that he is akarta. Means he never did anything at any time. Therefore, there is no sense of ownership. He has no desire whether he gets what is desired or what is undesired. Mostly we get what is not desirable. In those situations, we get agitated, frustrated. But a sannyasi never gets frustrated. In both the situations, even if he gets what he wants, he will not be jumping. Ah, I did it. He will not get depressed also. But all situations he is calm. Only frustrated desire causes anger. This we have seen. Because this uh, desire and anger are both the obverse and reverse of the same coin. So the unfulfilled desire only results in anger. That we have seen. Parigraha. There are two types of parigrahas. One is internal and the other is external. For a sannyasi, the giving up of kama and krodha, it has already taken care of parigraha internally. That is not going to affect him. We have already seen that. But with reference to external objects, whether still he is a sannyasi or not, Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, a sannyasi might have given up all his relationships, all his wealth, etc. But like we wear every day one watch, he will be taking every day one new kamandal, every day one new rudraksha mala, like we change our gold chains. He will have every day one rudraksha mala, n number of new robes, because I don't want to look bad in the eyes of the public. So n number of new robes. So Swamiji says, the possessions have a knack of gathering around you. So that is how it is. So sannyasi, even though internally he may be given up everything, externally he still wants to have everything. Both should not be there. Patinathar, I am saying this, Patinathar, a Tamil saint was carrying only one begging bowl for taking alms. So he used to go around. People used to put in that bowl whatever they want to put. Later on, he thought he is attached to his begging bowl because everywhere he was going with his begging bowl. He broke that bowl also. What a stupid fellow I am. I am saying you don't get attached to everybody. I am attached to my begging bowl. He broke that and then started eating in his hands. Whatever people give in the hand, he will eat. That is the begging bowl for him. Adi Shankara goes one step further. Even if a sannyasi has given up everything, he might have sense of ownership with regard to his own body, because that is ultimate. Once he gives up that also, then he has no mamatva, even in the sustenance of the body. He lives one day at a time. This is already Swami Dayananda Saraswati said. Everyone has to live one day only. If you do that, 99% of your problems are solved. He lives one day at a time. Adi Shankara says, since he has no mamatva, he is content with himself. Being free from elation and depression, naturally he gets tranquility, shanti, peace of mind. Such a person can gain certainty in the knowledge, I am Brahman. The one who has clear knowledge that he is Brahman, and also the one who is committed to the pursuit of that knowledge, they are called Jnananishta. It is called Jnananishta. That is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. Swami Chinmayananda says that the earlier verse spoke about or things that are required in the outer surface. That is in the world. You have to search for a calm place. You have to eat light food. So it is all about the outer environment. Now this verse talks about the internal changes that are required by a meditator or a seeker. Swami Chinmayananda says the items enumerated are not many. So already we said only 12. We have covered up to 9. Now balance is only 3. So you don't think it is all many different manifestations and count so many things are there. It is only one and the same wrong notion. That is, it can be grouped into 3. One is I act mentality, ahankara. Ahankara develops sense of agency. It manifests as balam, that is power, to strive and struggle, sweat and strain, fulfill passions and desires. A powerful ego, with each success in the sensuous world, gather to itself more and more pride or arrogance. That is darbam. So ahankaram balam darbam. Kamam krodam parigraham. To an individual working under the influence of both power and arrogance, lust and anger, kama and krodha, they are natural. He becomes a person who is restless within. Because of that restlessness, he creates disturbance in the entire world. Why? Because I want to acquire to the exclusion of all the other fellows. I want to possess to the exclusion of all the other fellows. I only want to enjoy this world. So, aggrandizement, parigraha. The means he uses, why he causes disturbance? The means he uses to achieve his ends. It could be either fair or foul. So that is why he is causing disturbance. The above 6 items are nothing but manifestation of the sense of agency. That is I act mentality. I act. I got it. I did it. Yeah, how many times we are saying? Bhagwan Krishna asked the meditator to forsake all these and become egoless, ahankara. So that is nirmama, and thus become peaceful, shanti. So you should live your nirmama, not mine. Nothing in this world is yours. The moment your atma goes away from your body, then you will be burnt or buried. Which belongs to yours? Nothing is yours. Everything is given, God given. Everything, wherever, in whichever position you are, you may be the king of a country. Everything is given. In a minute's time, in a second, in a moment, that situation can be altered. If you know this, you become shanti. Nirmama. It is the ego from which all concern and anxiety emerge. In the course of reckless hunt for sensory pleasures. Therefore, to reject its influence is to be free from psychological burdens, unnecessary psychological burden. Then naturally, if you attain that state, your mind becomes calm and cool. Peace of mind, you get peace of mind. This peace of mind is not the peace of a dead man. It is you. It cannot be explained. Certain things, sir, I am happy. How will you explain that you are happy? How will I know? I can only see your face and then your activities, or you will, I am going to throw a party. Something you say. But that happiness felt by that person cannot be explained. Similarly, the peace that is felt by that person who has renounced his mamatva, nirmama, that cannot be explained. It is peace arising within due to fullness of wisdom. This arises out of absolute satisfaction experienced in the realm of perfection. All restlessness is caused by ego and its onward rush towards finite objects. What we all think that the finite objects are permanent and they will give us permanent pleasure. So ego, naturally our ego seeks enjoyment in those finite objects. When this sense of agency, that is I act mentality, and endless seeking of sense gratification is renounced by the seeker, he experiences a relative quietness within, peace of mind. This seeker can find mental balance and equipoise required for higher climbs. That is, now he can sit in meditation for a long time to reach the highest state, supreme state, without any disturbance. There is no ego, there is no anger, there is no desire. Nothing is there. So what? The path is very clear. Beautiful Silk Road has been made to reach the highest climb. So Swami Chinmayananda says, this verse says that he is fit to become Brahma. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Meaning the above are only preparations required to reach Brahma. That is what Swami Chinmayananda says. Verse 53 again. Ahankaram balam darbam kamam krodam parigraham vimuchya nirmama shantaham brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom sarvam krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana